Title: The Most Famous Prison Escapes in History Part 1. Introduction: The Art of Escape. Midnight. Throughout history, the concept of imprisonment has symbolized the ultimate deprivation of freedom. Yet, the human spirit has constantly defied even the most secure walls and unforgiving guards. Across continents and centuries, daring prisoners have plotted, dug, deceived, and risked their lives to break free. These prison escapes aren't just acts of desperation, they are stories of ingenuity, courage, and, sometimes, pure luck. In this documentary, we'll explore the most legendary prison escapes in history. From ancient fortresses to modern supermax facilities, we'll journey through the greatest breakouts the world has ever seen. These stories are not just about physical escape, they reveal the psyche of individuals who refuse to accept captivity, no matter the cost. Alcatraz, the island prison off the coast of San Francisco, was designed to be inescapable. Surrounded by icy waters and patrolled relentlessly, it housed America's most notorious criminals. But on the night of June 11, 1962, three inmates, Frank Morris, and brothers John and Clarence Anglin, vanished from their cells. Using sharpened spoons and a drill fashioned from a vacuum cleaner motor, they chipped away at the concrete walls over months. They created dummy heads out of soap, toilet paper, and hair to fool the guards. After crawling through ventilation shafts and utility corridors, they launched a makeshift raft constructed from raincoats. Despite one of the largest manhunts in U.S. history, they were never found. The FBI closed the case in 1979, concluding they likely drowned. But rumors persist to this day that they survived. Part 3: The Escape from Auschwitz, 1944-730. In the heart of Nazi-occupied Poland, Auschwitz was more than just a prison, it was a death factory. Yet even here, escape was possible. In April 1944, two Slovak Jews, Rudolf Verba and Alfred Wetzler, pulled off a miraculous breakout. They spent months preparing, memorizing guard patterns, and collecting information about the camp's horrors. With the help of sympathetic prisoners, they hid in a secret compartment for 3 days while the camp was searched. When the heat died down, they crawled under fences and walked for days through enemy territory. Their report, smuggled to the Allies, became a key document in revealing the Holocaust to the world. This was more than an escape, it was an act of defiance against genocide. Part 4: The Maze Prison Break, 1983-1230. Her Majesty's Prison Maze, located in Northern Ireland, was one of the most secure prisons in Europe. On September 25, 1983, 38 provisional IRA prisoners launched the biggest prison break in British history. Smuggling guns and knives into the facility, the prisoners took over H Block 7, held guards hostage, and hijacked a food delivery truck. Within minutes, chaos erupted. Despite a fierce resistance from prison staff, the inmates burst through the gates. Some were caught in the ensuing manhunt, but many remained free for years, continuing their militant activities. The maze escape was a political embarrassment and showed that even modern prisons could be breached with enough planning and conviction. Part 5: The Libby Prison Escape, 1864-1730. During the American Civil War, Libby Prison in Richmond, Virginia, held Union officers in grim conditions. In 1864, 109 of them executed, one of the most audacious escapes in U.S. military history. Part 7: Escape from Pretoria, 1979, 27:30. Tim Jenkin and Stephen Lee, two white South Africans imprisoned for anti-apartheid activities, made an extraordinary escape from Pretoria's Central Prison in 1979. Inspired by the injustice they fought against, they plotted their breakout with mechanical precision. Jenkin crafted wooden keys from smuggled materials, using observation and trial and error to mimic the guards' movements. On December 11, they unlocked 9 doors, one after another, in total silence. The tension was unbearable. They walked out into the night and into history. Their story is now a celebrated example of resistance against racial oppression. Part 8: The Escape of Henri Charrière, Papillon, 32:30. Henri Charrière, nicknamed Papillon for his butterfly tattoo, was convicted of murder in 1931 and sent to the brutal penal colony of Devil's Island in French Guiana. Over 13 years, he attempted escape multiple times, facing solitary confinement, jungle perils, and brutal guards. His most famous escape involved a sack of coconuts used as a raft. He drifted out to sea and eventually reached freedom. Though parts of his memoir are disputed, the essence of his struggle became a bestseller and a Hollywood film. Papillon became a symbol of resilience, the man who refused to be caged. Part 9, The Texas 7, 2000, 37:30. In December 2000, 7 inmates broke out of the John B. Connally unit in Texas. They overpowered guards, stole uniforms and weapons, and escaped in a stolen vehicle. The fugitives committed a string of robberies, and during one, they murdered a police officer. A nationwide manhunt ensued, aided by a profile on America's Most Wanted. Within weeks, 6 were captured, 1 committed suicide. The remaining 6 were sentenced to death. Their escape was a chilling reminder of how dangerous determined criminals can be. Part 10, The Escape of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, 42:30. Mexican drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, head of the Sinaloa cartel, was no stranger to escape. In 2001, he fled prison in a laundry cart. But his 2015 escape from Altiplano maximum security prison shocked the world. A mile-long tunnel with ventilation, lighting, and a motorcycle on rails led from his shower stall to freedom. It had taken months and cost millions. The escape exposed deep corruption within Mexico's prison system. Recaptured in 2016, El Chapo was now serving a life sentence in the U.S. But his brazen escape solidified his legend. Part 11, Clinton Correctional Facility Escape, 2015, 47:30. David Sweat and Richard Matt escaped New York's Clinton Correctional Facility in 2015 with the help of Joyce Mitchell, a civilian employee who smuggled tools into the prison. Over months, they cut through steel walls, navigated tunnels, and emerged through a manhole. Matt was shot dead, Sweat was captured alive. The scandal revealed major lapses in security and inspired books, documentaries, and TV series. Part 12, Conclusion, Freedom at Any Cost, 52:30. From ancient castles to modern supermax prisons, the desire for freedom has always found a way to manifest. These escapes are more than action-packed tales, they are reflections of the human spirit's refusal to be confined.